and welcome back to the Crash Course for Beginners series. Today you came here to learn the camel. Yeah, we also have a reverse camel, which we mostly use on the spot rather than traveling, but you can use it as well for traveling. Okay, so how do we do it? I hope you're aware of the belly dance posture. If not, please hop over to that video. Get there first so that you can have a nice and safe posture before you follow along any of the instructions to do the camel. Okay, another thing is be patient with yourself. This may not be a move that you get right away. You may, but you may not. Okay, most people don't. So give yourself some time. It affords some practice because you are using your abdominal muscles individually. Okay, so it's not something that people just do on a daily basis. So give yourself some time, okay? What I want you to think about first of all is just relax. And then I want you to get a feel for the regions in your tummy up to your chest, okay? Now if you've done the lift already, the lift move, there's a video on how to do the chest lift. You may want to look into that one as well. Because what we want to do is we want to lengthen as part of the camel. Not everyone teaches it that way, but I like to teach it that way because it just gives the camel a little bit of extra depth, in my opinion. So you want to lengthen, make sure that all of this is ready to go. Okay? So you want to stretch up. From here, you want to draw in only this part here. If this is all loose, that's fine. But you also keep your lower back protected. Remember the tucking under, so important. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, please check out the posture, okay? The belly dance posture, okay? So you need to keep that in mind. So we lengthen. The breathing is completely independent of what we're doing with these muscle groups here, okay? You kind of want to collapse into here. So you're really aiming to going in here and letting everything else loose. Okay, so from proud up here, you're going boom. Okay, from here, you want to aim by flattening these muscles that go down. So you want to align them basically. You're going from up here, in here, somebody punched you, you then travel down here. Again, these are muscle groups that you kind of need to train. It does not mean that you can just pick it up like this. I'm just showing you how to do it, and then it just really is down to practice, okay? From here, you continue further. You want to now take the belly part and also suck that in. While this is all happening, the upper part gets ready for the next roll, as it were, okay? So, from up here, coming in, flattening it down. It is really something you need to practice. It's the muscles, you need to find them, you need to know how to use them, and then you need to work on them so that you know, your brain knows where they are and how they need to move. From here, the last thing is, you want to release your tailbone, okay? But you're not sticking it out, okay? So you're already tucked under, but you're letting go for the last part, okay? So, the camel is a continuous move most of the time. You can have just one body roll basically, but most of the time we're using it to travel. Okay, so that's where you're lifting up as you're stepping. This is a lot of information now at once. Again, as I said, it's practice. Okay, you take your time with this. But basically, what's happening with the feet is you're rocking from one side to the other. As you're rocking, your lower part comes with you. You're rocking and rocking and rocking, okay? And as you do the rocking, the other side, the other part comes in. You're stepping and you're lifting. As you go back onto this foot here, this is where the punch comes. You go boom, tack, 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 tack. Then you're here, and this one is now free to go again. Everything is now on the supportive leg, which is never completely locked, straightened. okay, always nice and soft. From here, you then release, okay? So you went from up here, bringing it back to the back leg here, and you release. And then you go again, up, bringing it back, up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back, up, punch, okay, up, punch, squeezing it to the bottom. It's like when you have a tube of something and you want to squeeze it all out, yeah? So you start from the top, you go, like, you go here, you go, okay, all the way down there. Okay, you'll get there, you'll get there. It may start off really, really small, but get the dynamics right with the feet and the lifted chest. If you're here already, you have half a camel, okay? You have half of the whole motion already. Then the tricky part, obviously, it's the finding the muscles and making them travel down, okay? Lift, in. It's basically, as you lift, you want to go somewhere, but then somebody's punching you and it transfers you back onto the back leg. And then you go, no, 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 I really want to go. And then it's like, and you slowly make your way forward because you're always being pushed back, okay? That is the regular camel. We also, of course, have a reverse camel, okay? Essentially the same thing again, but now you're using a different way of using the muscles in a different order, basically, okay? So the traveling camel, the regular one, wants to go forward and up and gets punched back down, okay? Now the reverse camel for me is like a sick camel. So it's kind of coming, instead of going down, it's coming back up again, okay? So it's like, it's really, you're starting from the bottom, tucking under, and then squeezing all the way up to then end up here. So you're going from here, everything is nice and loose, but obviously still protected here. But you're going from here, you go in, squeeze, 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 and then you let go. And you go again. It's like squeeze, 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 and let go. Squeeze and let go. It's a bit like you are internally creating a little circle. You're coming in and over and out again. In and over and out. In and over and out. For me, again, it's a bit like a sick camel. Yeah? It's not doing so well. So this one is all like, yeah, I'm going. I mean, I'll be punched back, but I can get to places. And this one is a bit more, I don't know, I've been punched too many times. Okay? You gotta be patient with yourself, okay? Very, very much. This is not a move you just pick up like that. Some of you may, and well done if it is the case, but for most of you it won't. So just spend time on it, okay? So, again, this is a crash course, okay? So I'm really superficially going over these moves. I'm sure there are other teachers that are really going into detail. But we have the camel, the regular one, and then we have from here, now it's exactly the reverse, boom, not feeling so great, okay? It's just my belly wants to, it's like pushing it back up again, okay? Up and over, down, reverse, comes all the way up here again, boom. Down and up, down, oops, I'm on my tiptoes. You don't have to be on your tiptoes, okay? So you're going up and over, down, sick one, this way, okay? Sick one starts from here, all the way up again. The other one, the regular one, wants to go to places. Wants to go to places, sick one, doesn't want to go anywhere, okay? But you can use both of them to travel, yeah? It's a bit weird to travel with this one, but doing like one on the spot, and you're bringing it down and then back again. It's quite nice. Okay, why don't we put some music on and practice and give it a go. Let's do it.